Okay, now we're live.
Live.
Live from the backyard. So do I start with the triplets?
You can get one of the triplets and try to bottle feed it if you want. That's what I'm doing. I just started with the hardest
These
ones
guys
first.
are easy.
I started with the hardest ones first.
Okay, let's see who I can grab. They look pretty scared. Oh.
Yeah, they're gonna bounce off the fan. Maybe not.
Curly, not you, dear.
That little U, that Y7U.
Yes.
She's gonna be the easiest one, I think, of the two. But
If she'll come to me, she won't come to me. I don't know how I'm going to get back over the fence with one. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Come here.
need a hook or something, don't we?
I need a shepherd's hook.
Don't quit on me.
Hello. Hello. We got 3 people in the chat. Hello, guys. So, guess what I brought home? I brought home some more lambs. Can't imagine that, can you? So Gary's got one on his lap. Hello, hello. Hello, Evelyn, Tim, Susie. So Gary's got one lamb. Let's see if we can pan around here without it being too crazy. Hey, Paul. It's going to be a bumpy for a minute. We're going to turn around here. See if we can get you guys a view of all these lambs.
Guess how many there are.
All right. Did you count how many lambs there were in there? So 3 of them are pretty new. You guys saw from a previous video, Curly and Mo here. 7. Not quite 7. Close. Paul guessed 7. But yeah, so you guys met Curly and Mo. They're here at the fence begging. This Curly's right here, and then here's Mo. Those are the 2 we got about a month ago. And then our neighbor called and asked if we could take 2 more bum lambs. So we got a couple more Thursday night. And then today she texted me and said that one of the ones that we had gotten had that on Thursday night was a little ewe lamb, and she's a triplet. And her mama passed away today. So we went over. They were out of town. She said our farmhand says that the mama is passing. We went over, and sure enough, she was. So we picked up 6 is correct, Miss Barb, with Ben's Over Acres. So we went over to pick up the 2 little ram lambs out of that triplet, and she was passing. She was so yeah. But that's there wasn't anything to be able to do for her. So all we can do is try to save babies.
Yep.
So the little ram lamb Gary has, and then I'm going to try to catch one of the other ones. They have never had bottles before. And
going to sleep on me.
Is he going to sleep? We think they were robbing from the other ewes in the pen with them. Oh. But guys, you got to see these little lambs. They're just so cute. Oh, there's our ewe right there. Let's see if I can get her. The trouble is getting one that needs tamed down that we're going to have to hold. I'm short, and to reach over the fence and try to grab it is... Oh, thanks, Tim. Yeah, everybody go hit that like button. Come here, girl. See if I can grab her. Nope. Curly is chewing on the camera, on the tripod for the camera.
Didn't take that much of it.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. Curly, quit chewing on the tripod. So yeah, Curly's going to chew on the tripod. Gary's going to be bright back there. All right, we'll just go ahead and give Curly her bottle because she's going to be a little pill about it. He's probably done. Look at his little belly. His little belly's so full.
Oh, I got as much milk on my belly as you've got in yours, probably.
Yeah, easier to have a half a dozen. Well, 2 of them will go back when our friends come and neighbors, when they come back from being out of town, they'll pick them up. I love how that lamb, Susie Jacobson says she loves how the lamb is laying on you. So we have a system here. Yeah, or was. He's putting it back up. So he's putting it in the house, and then he's going to pick up another one of the 3 over there. Those are the new ones, the 3 over here. I don't know if you can see my finger or not. Those 3 over there on the far side are new, and so he's going to try to grab one of them. Hello, is this Mike or Bobby with MB? Oh, yep. Gary caught the lamb. Oh, he's big. That is our big ram lamb. That is actually our friend's ram lamb.
You want to hold him while I catch another one?
Yes. He's a big one. He's a big one. Gary's going to catch another. Look how big he is, y'all. And he's a triplet. So the one Gary was holding is his brother.
You want to swap me?
Yes, you can have that giant guy. Oh my gosh, he's heavy. And then here, this is his sister. So there was triplets, and that mama, she didn't make it. She tried pulling one of the lambs off, sent it to us, thinking that might help things.
Should I just give him the rest of this?
I would. I'd just give him the rest. So she tried pulling this little girl off, and that wasn't enough. Mama was not in distress until this morning, but she just was concerned because the little one that Gary was holding earlier didn't seem to be getting enough. And so she had us come get this little girl and another little girl that's not doing really good. So the money for lambs is actually in the ram lambs right now. This little girl doesn't like taking a bottle. So she's not had a whole lot of bottles. Yes, poor mama. She didn't make it. She was an older ewe, and I went the wrong way with the camera. We went over to see if there was anything we could do, and there wasn't. Wasn't anything to do but take the babies. They had been robbing off of the mamas in the pen with them, so that they were getting it. They were getting enough to eat, but then that makes it hard on those mamas. And we've got plenty of freedom juice to share, and lambs do great on Jersey milk. Oh, she's taking a bottle. Look at her going.
I had her actually start on it today and get going good on it today.
So when lambs are a little older, these lambs that we have are about a month old that we picked up today, and this gal that we got Thursday, which she's in, of course, she's one of the triplets here. She is just started to take a bottle real good today. Get it figured out. Whenever they've been on their mama, and this goes for baby calves as well, and then you, for whatever reason, need to switch them to a bottle, it takes them a little longer to take a bottle to learn, because it's a different, they nurse different a bottle than they do from their mom. But yeah, we thought we'd share with you guys. Yeah, we're glad we had the room too, Susie. And like I said, Susie, when our friend comes back, she's out of town, and when she comes back, she'll pick up the 2 ram lambs, the L7 or Y7, the Y7 ram lambs. I do have to come up with a name for this little girl I got in my lap, and for the other little
She take the whole bottle?
She took the whole bottle, sucked it down, and this is the first time she took a whole bottle. So this little L7 girl, or Y, I keep saying L, I guess because 7 upside down is an L. But anyway,
L7. That's calling somebody square.
Yeah. This little Y7 girl. So their mama was Y7 and she passed away. And then we've got 4061 down there, and they were the ones we got Thursday night. And our friend knew that the mama wasn't quite making enough milk for the triplets. And oh, he wants out. He's jumping. She knew she wasn't having enough milk for the triplets, so she pulled this girl off and kept the little ram lambs on her, and then she was sick this morning. So we went over and picked up the ram lambs. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
He's not nursing, but he's swallowing what's dribbling out.
And he's moving his mouth on it.
So should I worry about putting him in the thing, or just?
I'd go ahead and stick him back in there.
Because
so he's out of your way.
The other babies will let us pick them up or feed them through the fence or whatever. I don't know if she'll let me do this. Oh, girl. It worked out perfect. Come here, girl.
You can just feed them through the fence.
Yeah, I'll just feed them through the fence, but I'll move the camera. I'm gonna move the camera, guys. Sorry. That way you guys can see them nurse through the fence. They're hilarious. You gotta watch their little tails.
Oh, you need a nipple.
You're right. One of these. So Curly and Mo are over here, closest to Gary. And no, I got that all mixed up. Curly and Mo are on the outside, and the new little girl is in the middle. So we got the four little ones will stay with us. I've got to come up with a new name for them. And I guess there was 4 Stooges, wasn't there? And since Hannah's already got Curly and Mo, I have no idea. What were the other Stooges' names?
Larry and Shemp.
Larry and Shemp. So I guess, are those good girls' names? Takes talent to hold 3 bottles with 2 hands. Okay, Curly and Mo are done. Hopefully little gal here, Shemp, because that's closest to Shrimp, right? We'll call her Shemp because she's closest to Shrimp. She's almost done with her bottle. Mo's trying to steal it. So this is our goat herd, sheep herd. Yes, they sure are hungry. They've had hay and bottles. So that's their 3rd bottle today, at least our little 4 that we've had. I'm going back and seeing who all if I've missed anything. Lucky and Lucy, I like that. Yes, they're sure hungry. They think they're starving. They always think they're starving. Gary's going to go get them a little more hay. They really like hay. But as you can see, Curly and Mo have bonded with us, and so they're not afraid of us at all. They're doing good. Everybody's doing good. Ivory and Cotton. That's cute. Lucky and Lucy. Ivory and Cotton. Curly got Curly because she's curly. And then Mo got Mo because that's what you named the other stooge, right? They really like the alfalfa hay. Look at them go.
The other ones might not come out to it because we're out
here. Yeah, they're still a little skittish of us.
Here comes that little.
But can you ever have too many lambs? I mean, they're just so stinking cute. I got to go the other way. There we go. Trying to have where I'm in here.
Yeah, we've got 3 of them.
So Susie's had a few names. Lucky and Lucy. And Ivory and Cotton, since they're white.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Yep, they're super, super cute. Are we still live? Yep, we're still live. Okay. I was like, oh no, our internet has been super spotty. But there's 4 of them out here eating. Those 2 new little rams we got today, they're not so sure about coming out here. I shot a video Thursday night when we picked up the other 2 about getting new ones, but to go along with our getting Curly and Mo, but I hadn't got a chance to get that edited and up, so it'll be coming out this week. What are you doing?
There's a mosquito on your forehead.
I thought you guys were going to witness him smacking me.
I was
like,
just grab it, but you kept dodging your head around.
Yes, Evelyn, a couple more bottles and they'll be all over us. Yep.
Look, we got 4 of them out here eating alfalfa.
Yes, 4. Those other 2 guys are still in there.
Those are brand new ones.
Yep. Aren't they just the cutest? Had to show them off. So how are you guys doing on this fine Saturday? Let's see if I can get Gary in here so you can see him a little bit.
Oh, I can move.
You can move. You may have. There we go. That gets both of us in there. It's kind of difficult to get both of us and the lambs. There.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get to see the lamb. Well, you can kind of see one of them's tail end. So.
Yep. Yeah, right there is a little better. Yeah, Curly and Mo, we've had them a month though, so they're all over us. And one of the little lambs we got on Thursday night is getting used to us. The 4061, she's getting there. Shrimp. And then
I wonder if I want to name him something different.
Yeah, well, Hannah, we'll tell Hannah the suggestions, and she loves to name animals, so much so that when our friend brought us the beehive, he told her she had 30,000 bees to name.
And she loves to go around our place petting all the animals, so much so that I've seen her pet our bees.
Honest.
Actually, she got one off of a flower crawling on her hand and was holding it and looking at it. And teased her about petting the bees.
She's a mess. Oop, chickens are having a fuss over there. Oh, there goes the gate back open.
So they're all drinking. They're all big enough now that we're giving them 8 ounces a piece each time. But
the two new
ones today would not drink a whole bottle just because they're just so not used to that. So they got about 4 ounces a piece.
And so the
would never try to hold a bee. It's really kind of cool to let a bee crawl on you.
Hi, Lori.
And our bee guy's not in here, but Roy's Homestead Bees or whatever the name of his channel is. Anyhow, but it's really cool to let one crawl on you, and You know, if you just hold your hand and they're voluntarily crawling on you, they're not going to sting you unless you're stirring up their nest, and then they're coming after you. But like if you find one on a flower and hold your hand down there and it crawls over on your hand, it's really kind of cool.
Yeah, there. You should see them fighting to eat the. There we go. There gets you a little bit of that gets us a little bit and them, but they're doing good. Everybody's doing good. Yep, 5 are out of the house now.
Big Ram, he is eating prairie hay.
Yep, there's Gary put fresh prairie hay down for bedding in their little house today, and so I keep going the wrong direction. So he's after that prairie hay, eating it. Yeah, they're sure cute. How many animals can Cyndi have on a homestead? On 11 acres. I'm filling it up, y'all. I'm filling it up. We're going to have to move. Susie says she'd rather have a bee crawl on her than a spider. There's Roy. There's Roy, Gary.
Hey, Roy. I just talked about you. Were your ears burning?
But yeah, we got some new lambs. We had the 2, Curly and Mo, and then our neighbor called Wednesday, and we went and got 2 more Thursday, and then today she texted me and she had a sick ewe, so we went over and got the rams off of it, and she ended up passing, the ewe did, and so we're gonna nurse the. Yeah, we're glad to have you here. We're gonna nurse the 2 little ram lambs until they get back from their trip, and then they'll pick them up and take them home with them. So we have a set of triplets, a set of twins, and then a little bum lamb that just couldn't get enough and was robbing from everybody else. She's a little bitty thing. She is right there. See her. Yeah. You see her head real good. That's the one, the little. The cat is all messing around up there.
She's the youngest one. The rest of these are close to the same age.
Yeah, the rest of them are close to the same age. Well, 3 of them, half of them are triplets, so they're the same age. But this one here is Mo, and then Curly's right by Gary. Those are the 2 we got first, and they're a set of twins. And
our neighbors have a pretty nice sheep operation, but they started out with a bunch of older ewes, and they're having, some expected trouble, a few bad bags and stuff. They got a pretty sizable operation, so they're having a little bit of problems, but we're helping them out with a few of these, and they're helping us out. And these are easy keepers, is what they're called. They're a cross of several different things, but they're kind of an ongoing cross that they've kind of developing into a type called easy keepers. And they're a hair sheep. Some of them, there is some wool sheep in the heritage, so some of them get a little curly, and some of them will get a little curly wool kind of sloughing on them. And this one's definitely curly. That's why she got named Curly.
Yes, they're looking like lamb chops. Yep. So we'll keep the ewes, and the ewes will probably be to start our herd. I'm going to get where I'm in the camera. I keep going the wrong direction. The ewes will be to start our herd with, and possibly keep the little ram lamb that we had, Mo. We'll probably keep him, and we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. We've got some friends with some more hair sheep for sale that are more mature. And yes, it is a surprise live today, Miss Marcia. We were surprised. We came in surprised to show off our baby lambs, because we got some new ones, and so we just popped in to say hey and kind of show them off. And visit with everybody. We're trying to get our watch hours up, and it seems like lives get a lot of watch hours, so we need to be doing a few more surprise lives.
We gathered cattle this week across the road, and we weaned calves off of them, and the mamas have finally quit bawling. But we were gonna video that, but it had been rainy and it was kind of drizzly, and we were worried about ruining the camera, so we didn't get the camera out.
But anyway, it's a beautiful sunset here. Luckily, the camera picks up a whole lot more. I'm going to go the wrong direction every time. The camera picks up a whole lot more light than there is. But yeah, it's beautiful to sit out here and just relax and hang out. We will go live again tomorrow at 5 Central Standard Time, so long as nothing comes up. It was cool this morning, Roy. It was like 41 was our low. And then here, Marcia, it was a little colder up where Marcia's at, Kansas Misfit. It was a little colder when I went to north to farmers market this morning. It was a little colder up there. And thanks, Marcia. They are adorable. But yeah, so went to farmers market this morning. Gary had to feed. I had a bug. Gary had to feed. You had to feed some cows.
Yeah.
And check cows. So Gary had to feed and check cows, and I went to market.
I worked on some electrical fence. And Hannah and I came and got some stuff.
43 that were at Roy's tonight. Susie says she's in the city, but she loves being on a farm whenever she gets the chance. We kind of like being on a farm or homestead, ranch, whatever, as well. We like when we lived in Madison, not Madison, excuse me. When we lived in Edgerton, Wyoming, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad to live there. It was so small, and we were blessed to be able to live kind of on the edge of town. So it wasn't too bad. Roy misses being around the cattle. Yeah.
Well, I love it.
Yeah. Gary loves it too. Yeah, it's time to gather Freedom. Freeman's bellering over there. 45 at Evelyn's. Whew.
We were gathering cattle this week, and we had a little hard time. Pen's not set up well, and we actually got some panels and changed that after the first trying to load the first trailer. And one of the guys was kind of cussing about it and stuff, and I said, the dog food plant's hiring. And they all just shut up. Because even a bad day working cattle is better than working in a factory.
Yep. Yeah, we love the animals as well, Susie. And we've been blessed to be able to have animals most of our married life. We had them all growing up. You had animals, and we had cows and dogs.
Yeah, we had all kinds of stuff.
You guys had all kinds of stuff. We had cows and dogs. My dad's got a small.
We were big into 4-H and FFA. And we coon hunted and ran mules and horses.
Roy's an expert bee wrangler.
Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, Roy, that's something I'm having to learn.
Yep.
Our bees look like they're doing good.
They are. They seem to be doing good.
I hope they make it through the winter. And we're kind of doing what my mentor's telling me to do, which just been feeding them up good, a few other things, but that's kind of new to us. We tried it once years ago without a whole lot of instruction.
Yeah.
And I caught a couple of wild hives. I caught a swarm, and then a bee tree blew down, and I got it, and neither of them survived. That's been a long time ago.
Very long time ago. Just strangle bees. Yeah.
Yeah, Susie, we have people come out here and visit quite often just to be around the animals and the farm. Guys, I just throw this out there. This is not a pretty little photography booth. This is a working farm that is done on a budget, and I work for everybody else too. So there's piles of material and stuff that gets done just enough to get by. That's why I go work for somebody else.
Woo. Barb said it got to 37 there. The wind stayed up, so they didn't get too much frost. Good. That's been my concern because I am finally getting green beans and squash.
Roy, I'm gonna have to go watch those.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? He actually sent one to, and I sent a link to one on our by email, and I forgot.
Okay.
So yeah, I watched one the other day. Freeman's over there rubbing on his pen, but I watched one the other day, Roy. It's pretty cool. Bees are amazing. I let Gary and Hannah handle all the bee stuff. Hannah and I are both allergic to the stings, but Hannah is just so calm and cool and collected. She's not gotten stung from our bees. And before it was accidental stuff, like she reached and didn't realize a bee was somewhere or something and got stung. But or had one fly and hit her, was flying, the wind blowing or something, blew one into her. But yeah. So gotta be careful with her. She doesn't have to have an EpiPen. It's not that big of an allergy yet. So we got time to get to a doctor and get her on steroids and stuff. But it's little more, it is more of an allergy than we can just handle at home, though. She does have to get treatment.
These guys love dried hackberry leaves.
And we got hackberry trees.
Look at that.
Yeah, Curly. They can't see Curly eating the leaf. Do you want me to move the camera?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Oh, no, you little prawn, you're gonna get my finger.
Curly is. They've about cleaned up the hay Gary brought them.
They're eating really good.
They are. They're eating good. But all of them but the little one are close to a month old. The little bitty girl, she's about 2.5 weeks old. And so the 4061, she's right
there eating.
Yep, but she got her head in there eating.
They're not really caring for the oats, the steam-rolled oats.
No.
They've nibbled at them and stuff, but they really don't. It's the alfalfa leaves. They love alfalfa, and they like the dried leaves off the trees.
So we keep them. Gary put up this little fence. Excuse me, it's a hog panel around the front of their little house so that they could get out during the day. But at night we shut them up into their little house. And if you go back on some of our older videos, that is the brooder he built whenever we got the 200 chicks. Or did you build it before then?
I built it for some goats.
Oh, okay.
And then when we decided to put chicks in it, I put an actual roof instead of a tarp over it.
Okay.
And put a different door on it. And then so it's been a goat house and it's been a chicken brooder several times, and
yes.
it's currently a lamb house.
Now it's a lamb house.
Lambs.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Al. And yes, Susie, I'm with you. Watching them is very interesting, but only on video.
I love to go out and just watch my bees fly in and out, and I really like it when I open the lids and watch what they're doing inside.
Yeah. You got kids? Awesome. How Al's here. Yeah.
His doe's finally kidded. Huh?
So Al, are you working with some of them to tame them down to milk? Some of your does?
Do they have Nigerian? Or do they have Nigerian?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what breed of goat you have.
I think they have Nigerians. And then we discussed us stopping by.
Yeah.
When we go to Mom's and seeing how they're doing.
Yep. We have enjoyed the homestead consulting we've been doing.
Yes.
We've been doing a lot online on the phone and on by text and message and stuff like that. But we have really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We try not to,
Oh, they have 3. One has to be bottle fed, and Patches won't let them touch her. Yeah.
Don't quit. Al.
Yeah.
Don't quit. She will.
Keep working at her.
Get her in a pen where she can't help it, and eventually she'll get used to it.
Food is a huge motivator.
Yep.
Just saying.
Get her in a little pen and feed her and stand there the whole time she's eating, and that will help. And yeah, you may not get her where you can really handle her well this kidding, but keep working at it. You'll get her there.
If the one you're bottle feeding is a doe,
you'll be able to handle her.
You can pet the buck now. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, if you're going, yep. If you want to milk, your
you can't
does.
Milk the bucks.
No.
Can't milk the bucks.
Gary Wayne. Okay. Anyway, if you want to milk the does, you want to make sure that buck is quite a ways away from them, because that's where you'll get that twangy taste in your goat's milk. The being around the buck the female will make hormones, and those will be in the milk, and you'll taste them in the milk. But yeah. But work on those little babies. This is her second birthing, he said. Keep working. Maybe next time. But what is it? What's the big thing going around that Justin Rose is pushing? 1%. 1%. Yeah. Just do something. That's it. That's all it is.
It takes patience to
Yep.
tame down animals.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. I've been around horses some, and it takes patience. But livestock, it just takes patience.
Yep.
And if they haven't been handled from young, it takes a lot of patience.
Yeah.
But don't let her eat without you standing there. I mean, you let her graze or eat prairie hay, but when you're feeding her pellets or alfalfa or whatever, be there. And she'll start to associate you with good things.
Roy put some essential oils in the feed so that they don't get nosema. Not sure if he spelled it right, but they can get the runs being cooped up in the winter. Huh.
These? Yeah.
Huh. The bees or the lambs and goats? The bottle baby's a buck.
Still can't milk him.
Still can't milk him. The animals, Roy? Were the bees. We're going to have to get going and get some milking done.
Yeah, we're going to milk a cow.
We got to go milk Freedom.
Babies.
Yep, because we got to keep these babies fed. And it's getting dark. I bet you guys can hardly see us.
You can see me because I'm so bright.
Your white shirt. You can really see that.
I'm so bright, my mama calls me son.
Oh, he's a mess. He's got them all day long. All the good jokes. All the punnies. The other 2 are does.
Cool.
Cool.
Get your hands on them. Start getting your hands on them.
If she'll let you. Yeah.
Even if you got to catch them up in somewhere and make them, grab them.
Yep.
Grab them and sit there and pet them and hold them till they calm down, and keep doing that, and that'll help.
Yep. That'll help get them ready for whenever.
That's why you saw Al, that I was laying here with the Wilder rams or lambs.
Al wasn't here yet.
Oh, okay. I was sitting here with the Wilder lambs, just holding them on my lap, feeding them. So making them get used to me and making them let me handle them. And
they'll be ready for little Miss Georgia to take care of whenever they go home. Yeah, the bees. Yep, the bees.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm liking sheep better. I haven't had hair sheep before. This is kind of our first bout. I've been around some hair sheep, but we haven't owned them. We've owned wool sheep, and we liked them. We like goats.
Woo, my chair just broke.
Just scooted that off.
Woo.
But we like goats, but I think sheep are a little easier to keep in fences and a little more. My oldest daughter says that goats are the crackheads of farm animals, and they are kind of like that.
They're just spastic.
Whatever.
Oh, there you go. He's got a brush he uses on 2 of the older mommies. Good.
Yep.
Good, Al. And you know, you may not get that other gal.
I missed the one before.
Tea tree, wintergreen, and spearmint are the
essential
oils he uses.
Cool.
So cool. Cool. Good to know, Roy. Thank you, Roy.
Hi, Lori Carp. I don't know if we said hi to you, but I saw you roll through there and I read it, but I don't know if I said hi. Glad you're here. We bottle fed some babies. Now it's getting dark.
And we still gotta milk.
And we gotta go so we can milk that noisemaker you guys can hear out there.
She's a ballin'. She says, "Hey, come get me. It's time for me to eat again." Most animals run on their stomach, just like human beings. You can train them with feed, and so when the kids get big enough, Mr. Al, when those goat kids get big enough, the little doelings, you can train them with animal crackers or vanilla wafers or something like that, and they'll come to you. Or you can just use feed, or you can use hay to train them to come to you when they get a little bigger, feeding them treats.
When one of our daughters was really young, I bought a bunch of goats at a sale and brought them home, just kicked them out in the pasture with the horses, and they were wild, and she was really upset that she couldn't pet them. So she told me when she figured out she couldn't pet them, she said, "I'll feed them." And she took the feed bucket and she went and dumped it in their feed pan, and she sat down in the middle of it.
They weren't going to eat till she was there.
Yep. Said they're going to let me pet them if they want to eat. And eventually they did. She sat there quite a while.
Yep. She was very stubborn that way, though.
Yep.
She still's pretty stubborn, but we like it. She'll be successful with whatever she wants to do because she's stubborn.
Cool. M&C put out a
Mr. Al, yeah.
Put out a new video
on the baby kids. Yep. We'll have to go see that. Well, y'all, it's getting dark. Y'all can't even see us anymore. So I guess we better get off here.
We've already disappeared.
All you hear is our voices. But the moon is beautiful and the sunset is gorgeous. And we're going to go gather our cow and get her milked and get ready for bed. Good night. Good night, everybody. Guys. Thanks for coming in.
And remember,
tomorrow at 5 Central. So whatever your time is from Office Central.
And God made you special.
And he loves you very much.
See you later.
See y'all later.